Hey everyone, and welcome back to Joys of Code. You know, we talk a lot about the joy of tech, and today we're going to look at one of the best ways to get right into it, hands-on. We're diving deep into the Level 3 ICT Apprenticeship. We're going to pull back the curtain, demystify the whole thing, and show you exactly how this could be your ticket to an amazing career. Ready? Let's do this.
Okay, so let me ask you something right off the bat. Are you totally into tech, but, the thought of a massive university price tag and years of just lectures doesn't quite feel right? I mean, what if there was another way? A way where you could actually get paid to learn, where you're not just reading about tech, but actually doing it day in and day out, and at the end, you walk away with a qualification that companies are literally looking for? Well, that's not a fantasy. That's exactly what we're digging into today.
All right, so let's frame this right. This isn't just about getting a job. Think of it more like starting a quest, right? Your own personal tech adventure. This journey is all about diving headfirst into the world of information and communication technology. And we are not talking about burying your head in textbooks here. No, this is about getting your hands dirty, solving real problems, and becoming a crucial part of a tech team from the moment you walk in the door.
So what are we actually talking about here? Let's get specific. This is a Level 3 ICT apprenticeship. And just to be super clear, this is not some informal internship where you're just fetching coffee. No way. This is a formal, really well-structured qualification. It's an 18-month journey, a real hands-on deep dive. You're in a real job, tackling problems that actually matter to the business, and you're learning stuff one day and applying it the next. It's pretty much the ultimate way to learn by doing.
Okay, so every hero on a quest needs their gear, right? Their toolkit. And in the world of IT, that toolkit is made up of three things: solid tech knowledge, practical, hands-on skills, and, maybe most importantly, the right professional mindset. These are the fundamental skills, the core toolkit you're going to build. And this stuff is essential. It doesn't matter what you specialize in later. This is the foundation for everything.
Now, this first skill is absolutely crucial. It's called root cause problem solving, and it's a total mindset shift. See, anybody can follow the old turn it off and on again trick, but that's just treating a symptom. A real tech pro, they become a detective. You're not just putting a band-aid on the problem, you're digging deeper to find out why it happened in the first place, the real issue, and you're fixing it for good.
And here's a perfect example of what I mean. Let's say a user's computer keeps crashing. The quick fix, the band-aid, is to just restart it. Sure, that might work for a little while. But the professional way, the way you'll be trained to think, is to pop open the hood. You check the error logs, hunt for that specific code that tells you what's going wrong, and then trace it back to, say, a faulty update that was just installed. See the difference? One is a temporary fix, the other is a real, permanent solution.
Of course, you're also going to build up a ton of essential tech knowledge. And we're not talking about memorizing jargon, but really understanding how things work. You'll get that an IP address is basically a postcode for your device, guiding all that internet traffic right to you. You'll understand that the cloud isn't some fluffy thing in the sky. It's just a network of powerful servers somewhere else that lets you get to your stuff from anywhere. You'll nail the security basics, like why you never ever share passwords. And you'll learn that the internet isn't magic. It's real, physical stuff. Cables, switches, routers, things you can touch and fix.
I love this quote because it gets to the heart of what it means to be a professional in IT. A director's laptop not working takes priority over a request to install new fonts. It sounds obvious, but it's a huge lesson. Having tech skills is great, but knowing what matters to the business is what makes you valuable. You learn to triage. Someone wants a new font? Okay, that can wait. The company director can't get into her laptop minutes before a huge meeting? Right, you drop everything. That's a code red. Your job is to keep the wheels of the business turning, and that means knowing what's a real emergency.
And then there's communication. This is a skill that gets overlooked, but it's massive. You quickly learn that you have to be a translator. You're talking to a user who is completely non-technical and super stressed because their printer's broken. You're going to be calm, reassuring, and use simple language. But then, when you need to escalate that problem to a senior engineer, you switch gears. You'll say something like, hey, the printer on the third floor isn't pulling a DHCP lease from the server. It's the same exact problem, but you're speaking two totally different languages. It's all about knowing your audience.
And all of this is wrapped up in what we call the professional mindset. This is the stuff that separates the good techs from the great ones. It means taking initiative. You see a cable dangling where someone could trip, you fix it. You don't wait to be told. It means being organized, using ticketing systems to make sure no cry for help ever gets forgotten. It's about being a self-starter, finishing your work without needing constant reminders. And maybe the biggest one? It's being that calm, polite, and helpful person. Even when the user on the other end of the phone is, well, let's just say they're having a really bad day. All right, so once you've built that solid foundation, once you've got your core toolkit, things get really interesting. You get to choose your path. It's like in a video game where you choose your character class, you know? Are you going to be the support technician, the hero on the front lines helping people one-on-one? Or maybe the network technician, the architect building the digital highways? Or what about the digital comms technician, the one who connects your whole world together? Let's take a look at what these actually mean.
So here they are, side by side. The support technician, you're the first person people call. You're the one who fixes their computers, their software, their printers. You're the friendly face of IT. Then you've got the network technician. I love the analogy of a digital plumber. You're the one making sure all the data, the company's lifeblood, is flowing smoothly through the pipes. And finally, the digital comms technician. This is all about connection to the outside world, setting up Wi-Fi, managing phone systems, making sure everyone can communicate.
Let's make this more concrete. Say you're a support technician. You keep getting calls about the same person's computer running slow because it's full of temporary files. You could go over and clean it up by hand every single time. Or you could learn to write a tiny, basic script that does it automatically every Monday morning. Boom, problem solved forever. That's what this is about, finding smarter ways to fix things. Okay, now let's jump over to the network technician. A huge part of your world is something called DNS. Think of it as the internet's phone book. Right now, your brain understands Google.com, but your computer needs a number, an IP address. DNS is the magic that translates the name into the number, like instantly. And when that phone book gets messed up, the whole company's internet can just stop. And guess who's going to be the hero who knows how to fix it? Yep, you.
And what about the digital comms technician? Well, a classic job for you would be hunting down a Wi-Fi dead spot. You know that one conference room where nobody can ever get a signal? You're not just going to wander around with your laptop hoping for the best. No, you'll break out a real signal tester, walk the area like a Ghostbuster, and find out exactly where the signal drops and why. Maybe a thick wall is in the way, or you just need to install another Wi-Fi point. You find the problem with data, not guesswork.
So, you spent 18 months working, learning, and leveling up. Now it's time for the final challenge. But look, don't let the word assessment freak you out. Seriously, think of it like the final boss battle in a game. It's your chance to use all the skills, all the special moves, and all the knowledge you've picked up along your whole quest.
The official name for this is the Endpoint Assessment, or EPA for short. All that really means is it's the official, nationally recognized way to prove you know your stuff. It validates everything you've done. When you pass this, you officially earn your qualification. It's the moment you get certified as a legit tech professional.
And this final boss has two main phases. First up is the professional discussion. This is actually pretty cool. You'll put together a portfolio of your greatest hits from the last 18 months, the problems you're most proud of solving. Then you just talk about it with an expert. You explain what you did, why you did it. It's your story. The second part is a project report. They'll give you a brand new, real-world problem to solve. You'll dig in, fix it, and then write up a report on how you did it. It's a direct test of everything you've learned.
So, you've done it. You've finished the quest, you've defeated the final boss. So what's the loot? What's the big reward at the end of all this? Well, let me tell you, it is so much more than just a piece of paper.
Because this is the real prize. You're walking away with a toolkit packed with practical skills that are in super high demand, like right now. This isn't just a certificate that says you read some books. It's proof that for 18 months, you have been in the trenches doing the work. You can walk into any job interview and say, I know how to solve real business problems, I know how to prioritize, I know how to communicate. That is what employers are fighting to find.
And at the end of the day, this is what it's all about. You're learning the difference between just restarting a PC and becoming a true problem solver. This whole journey changes you. You go in maybe knowing a few things, but you come out as a methodical, professional technician who can analyze a problem and fix it right. You become a genuine asset, someone any tech team would be lucky to have.
So there you have it. The roadmap from zero to IT hero is right there in front of you. It's a journey packed with hands-on learning, real challenges, and amazing rewards for your career. So, really, the only question left is, what path will you choose? Thanks for hanging out with us on Joys of Code.